In the modern world, we protect wood with varnish or sealant, a hard, shiny shell that looks perfect but is ultimately brittle. As wood expands and contracts with the seasons, cracks form in this rigid layer. Water seeps in, gets trapped, and accelerates rot from within. The very shield meant to protect becomes a prison for moisture. The Vikings, however, had a different approach. Without modern chemicals, they turned to nature for solutions. Their method didn't just coat the wood, it became part of it. They used a treatment that soaked deep into the fibres, making the wood itself water-repellent. No brittle layer, no trapped moisture, just resilient, living timber. This holistic approach meant the wood could breathe and move, lasting centuries in harsh Scandinavian weather. Their long ships and stave churches endure today, not because of a flawless surface, but because of a forgotten wisdom. The Vikings' secret was integration, not separation. They worked with the wood, not against it. That's why their creations have stood the test of time. The Vikings' secret weapon was pine tar, a thick, dark liquid distilled from pine wood. Unlike modern varnish, pine tar penetrates deep into the wood, never forming a brittle shell. It stays flexible, moving with the timber through heat and cold. Its natural resins and fatty acids repel water, while its antiseptic properties fight off rot and fungi. Water beads and rolls off, unable to soak in. This made pine tar ideal for longships, which faced relentless saltwater and storms. Modern coatings would crack and fail, but pine tar kept the hulls waterproof and supple. It was a self-healing, natural raincoat for wood. The genius of pine tar lies in its simplicity, flexible, protective, and enduring. It's ancient material science at its best. The Vikings trusted it for a reason. Pine tar alone wasn't enough. The Vikings knew wood had to be seasoned first. Freshly cut wood is full of moisture. Treating it traps water inside, inviting rot. So they patiently dried their timber, stacking it to allow air to circulate for months or even years. As the wood dried, it became lighter, stronger, and more stable. Seasoning changed the wood's structure, making it less likely to warp or crack. Only then was pine tar applied, soaking deep into the now thirsty fibres. This synergy, dry wood and penetrating tar, created a unified, resilient material. The wood and its protection became one. No shrinking, no peeling, no hidden moisture. The result, timber that could withstand centuries of harsh weather. The Vikings' patience paid off in longevity. Their method was a lesson in working with nature's rhythms. That's why their woodwork endures. The Vikings didn't just rely on materials, they designed for durability. Their longships used overlapping planks, shedding water like roof tiles. The hull's shape guided water away, preventing pooling and rot. In buildings, stone foundations lifted wood off damp ground, blocking moisture from below. Steep roofs and wide eaves sent rain far from the walls and foundation. Every detail worked to keep wood dry and healthy. It was a complete system, smart design, seasoned wood, and natural protection. That's why Viking structures lasted for generations. Want to use Viking wisdom today? It's simple. Start with pure pine tar. Look for Stockholm tar or kiln-burnt varieties. Thin it with natural turpentine or linseed oil for easy application. Make sure your wood is dry and clean. Sand, if needed, to open the pores. Apply on a warm day so the wood absorbs the tar deeply. Brush on a thin, even coat. Don't flood it. Let it soak in and dry, then add a second, slightly thicker coat. For high wear areas, a third coat helps. The wood will stop absorbing when it's fully protected. Let it cure before exposing to heavy rain. The result? Wood protected from the inside out with a rich, lasting finish. It's a method anyone can use, ancient, effective and sustainable. The Vikings approach still works wonders. The Viking method isn't just for ships and churches. Use pine tar on garden fences, gates and posts, especially where wood meets soil. It's perfect for outdoor furniture, giving a deep, lustrous finish that ages beautifully. Modern varnish cracks and peels, but pine tar nourishes and protects. Treat sheds, cabins and timber homes for long-lasting cladding. Even tool handles benefit, no more splitting or rotting. Wherever wood meets water, this method excels. It's versatile, natural and eco-friendly. Pine tar reconnects us with sustainable, time-tested building. Sometimes the oldest solutions are still the best. Why does this ancient method still matter? Modern coatings fight wood's nature, trying to seal it in plastic armour. But wood moves, breathes and lives. Modern methods can't keep up. The Viking way forms an alliance with wood, soaking in and strengthening from within. Pine tar is easy to maintain. Just clean and reapply. No stripping or sanding. Each new coat blends with the old, building protection over time. That's why stave churches and shipwrecks still survive. The evidence is clear. Working with nature outlasts fighting against it. The Viking shield was not a shell, but a strengthening of the wood's own heart. It's a lesson in resilience modern science is only now rediscovering. The old ways endure because they work. The Viking shipwright's legacy is a lesson in patience and partnership with nature. True durability comes from understanding and working with materials, not forcing them. Their approach valued process, sustainability, and care. Maintenance wasn't failure. It was part of a living structure's life. A pine tar-treated fence is a living part of the landscape, not a disposable object. Next time you see an old wooden boat or barn, remember its strength comes from ancient wisdom. The most advanced technology isn't always the newest, but the most in tune with nature. By learning from the Vikings, we can build for generations, not just seasons. Their wisdom is a legacy we can still embrace today. At Survival Logic, we believe ancient skills are practical and empowering. We explore and share timeless techniques for modern life, building, foraging, navigating and more. Join our community of makers and explorers who value resilience and hands-on knowledge. Access in-depth guides, articles and a network of like-minded learners. Help keep vital human heritage alive for future generations. Discover, share and build a more resourceful future with us. Your adventure in practical wisdom starts now.